All right, Veronica. So you send me that link, and this is the problem that I got. Okay, so I'm gonna help you out with this problem. If this was another problem, you say question 19. I'm not quite sure. It was question 36 on the Connect Math. But anyway, let's do this one. All right, so here we have to solve using the 5-step method. 2 times the sum of the consecutive integers less than 5 is 5 less than 5 times a larger integer. Okay. All right. So let's start with. So we're gonna kind of break down this this problem in 2 parts. So we got 2 times the sum of 2 consecutive integers. That would be. Oops. Maybe it's a little bit too. Okay. All right. 2 times the sum of 2 consecutive integers here. Right. That's going to be one part, and the second part would be this, right? So we're gonna find the expression of this and then find the expression of that. Okay? All right. So here it says this, the 2 times the sum of 2 consecutive integers, right? So 2 times, so it's like 2 times, and then we got to write the sum of 2 consecutive integers. When we talk about 2 consecutive integers, we talked about, so this is times, not an x, so I'm going to put a dot for times. So we're going to say that one integer could be, x would be the first integer, right? Right, because we don't know what it is, so that's the first integer. And then the second, right, consecutive, that means is one more, so it would be x plus 1, right? So that's the second integer. Beautiful. So it says now want 2 times the sum of 2 consecutive. The sum of these two here should be what? And we're going to put that into parentheses, and it's going to be the sum, that means x, meaning the first integer, plus the second one, meaning the consecutive integer x plus 1, right? So this represents the first integer, and this one represents the second integer, and we have 2 times the sum of 2 consecutive integers. Then you have is, that's equal, right? And then here we have 5 less than. All right, so here we have to be careful here, because here it says 5 less than, right? That's keyword that 5 times the larger integer should be the first term, and then followed by, and then you're subtracting 5 from it. So what does that mean? That means 5 times the larger integer. The larger integer here means that it's referring to the second integer, right? Because x plus 1 is the larger integer. The first integer is 1 less, right? It's just x. So the larger integer is basically x plus 1. Okay? So the second part, after the equal sign, you should have, it says 5 times the larger integer, so we're going to put 5 times x plus 1, right? That is the 5 times the larger integer. And then because we say 5 less than 5 times an integer, it would be the fact that we are subtracting 5 from it. Okay, this whole thing, you take away 5 from it. Okay, so that would be your setup. Okay, so our goal is to actually find the integers. We need to find what x is and what x plus 1 is. So we need to kind of solve this. All right, so next step would be 2 times, and then x plus x is 2x, and then plus 1, equal to, and then here, I'm just going to rewrite the whole thing, 5 times x plus 1 minus 5. Okay, and then you use this derivative property, and that's 4x plus 2, right? This derivative property, and then equal to 5 times x, 5x, plus What is it? 5 times 1 plus 5 minus 5. All right, so here we can see that the 5x here, oh, I'm sorry. The positive 5 and the negative 5 cancel out because they're opposite. So I'm left with 4x plus 2 equal to 5x, which gives me 4x minus 5x equal to negative 2, which means that negative x equal to negative 2. And then you divide by negative 1 or multiply by negative 1, doesn't matter. But at the end, you know that x is equal to 2, right? X is the first integer, right? Which is the smaller integer, right? Then x plus 1 has to be 2 plus 1, which is equal to 3. So the first integer is 2, and the second integer is 3. Okay, so let's see what I... So I'm trying to see if I can get to... Right, so this is what I got. This is what you sent me. That's the link that you sent me. So the first integer should be 2. I don't know if you put the 2 here. Yeah, so the correct answer is 2. And then the second integer is 3. So it tells you right there. Okay, so you probably made a mistake. You put the 2 here for second integer, but the first one is 2 in there. Okay, so that's that. That's the end.